Coming up next on Fit for Duty, we're in the weight room.
Patrick and I are going to do a chest workout using a selectorized weight machine. What we want to do is make sure Patrick's in. He's going to pull his shoulder blades back. See Pat's really working hard here. Notice it's slow, purposeful movement. Just 90 degrees on the elbows. Don't forget to breathe. Welcome to Fit for Duty. I'm Master Sergeant Mike Skaggs, and today I have with me from the Air Force Honor Guard A1C Patrick Pendergast. Patrick and I are going to do a chest workout using selectorized weight machines. If you've not used these before, very simple machines to use, great to use if you're afraid or intimidated of the weight room, or if you have some joint issues, you know, hurt shoulder, hurt elbow, anything like that. These machines are great because they actually help you through the weakest point of the motion, and I'll kind of discuss that as we go through our chest workout. Before we get started, Pat, you ready for this? All right, you ready at home? Let's kind of get this set up. There's a number of different machines out there and a number of different fitness centers. This is Nautilus, but there's, you know, I don't care what kind of equipment it is, it's all generally the same. So just listen to my tips and you're going to be fine with setting yourself up. The first thing you want to do is adjust your seat height when you're doing a chest press like this, a seated chest press, to where these bars here are even, come right across the chest. It's almost like doing a bench press in a seated position. So that's sort of the angle that you want to be set up here. We have a couple different sets of handles on this machine. We're going to use the outside handle just like we would a bench press. Again, it's a seated bench press. All right, Patrick, you got all that? All right, so what we want to do is make sure Patrick's in. He's going to pull his shoulder blades back. He's got that nice natural curve in his spine. We're going to select a weight that he's comfortable with. Pat, what's your max bench press? He does 190, so we're going to set up somewhere short of that. Let's go with 140. Hands on the handles here, Pat, elbows up. You got to keep them in this position. I'm going to go around to the other side so I can spot Pat here. All right, Pat, first set. I want you to go ahead and take the weights out. This is a starting position for exercise. That does not count as one rep. This is a starting position. He wants to soften up his elbows just a little bit. Keep that tension on the chest. Keep that head and neck back, looking straight ahead. All right, let's begin the exercise. Go ahead and come back. You stop at 90 degrees and push it out. Keep going. Nice. 7-second reps. We don't want the weights to touch. Breathe. See Pat's really working hard here. I want you to concentrate. If you're cueing, if you're spotting someone, just concentrate on squeezing my finger with your chest, Pat. Nice, slow, purposeful movements. Really isolate that chest. How, feeling good? What number are we on? 6? 10. Got 2 more then. 1 more. And rest. Now, for general strength training purposes, I've said it before, I'll say it again, 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. That's just general strength training. For power, you go high weight, low reps. For endurance, you go low weight, high reps. For general strength training, it's moderate weight, moderate sets, moderate rest time, which is about a minute between sets. Pat, that weight feel good for you? You need to go up or down? Again, the beauty about these machines is it's a little bit of setup time in between exercises. You know, if you need to move the weight up or down, all you have to do is turn around, set that pin, and you're ready to go again. You know, and even if in the middle of your set you realize it's a little high or a little low, you can drop the weights briefly, move the pin up or down, and continue on with your set and finish up. That's what I like about the machines. There's not a lot of time for setup on these things. And again, safety. You're not going to worry about dropping or anything like that. All right, Pat, you ready for the next set? All right, go ahead and pull those shoulder blades back, push them out. Once again, this is the starting position. Don't lock those elbows, head and neck back, neutral, everything's nice and lined up. I check the small of his back. All right, Pat, let's go. 7-second reps here, 3 seconds down, brief pause for a second, 3 seconds out. Really focus on that chest. You can see that Pat's really working here. A little bit of shake in his arms, a little bit of shake in the chest, and that's what you want there, you know. A lot of guys don't like to come in here. They think that they're too strong for this, but I'm telling you, if you slow it down and do it the right way, you're going to get a great workout out of this, and you're going to maximize your efforts. And that's the whole key to any workout, is just maximize our effort. Where are we at, Pat? 11 and 12. Now, I want you to go ahead and set them down, Pat, just for burnout purposes here. All right, Pat, do a quick set of 15. Go ahead and get them up there. I've lowered the weight quite a bit. Go ahead, push it out. All right, go. I want a quick set of 15, a lot lower weight, little faster rep here. How we feel, Pat? Again, we're looking for the same thing. Slow it up just a little bit. What we call a burnout set. A lot of you guys have done those. It's a great way to really put the fry on those pectoral muscles, your anterior deltoids and your triceps. Where are we at? 13, come on. 14 and 15. Okay, go ahead and set them down. If you notice at the end of the set there, Pat was struggling just a little bit, and that's absolutely the point that you want to hit when you're doing any exercise. That momentary muscle failure is going to cause your muscles to fatigue, and they're going to get stronger the next time you come to the gym. That's why the rest period is so crucial to weight training. Okay, we've done our seated bench press. We're going to go over to the fly machine next. Let's go, Pat. For our next exercise in our chest workout using selectorized machines, we're going to use the pec deck, pec fly machine, whatever you want to call it. They're all very similar, different brands, have different setups. For Pat here, I've got him in, I'm going to check his back. Now, he's got his feet up here. A lot of them have a safety mechanism to bring the arms forward. This has just got a place for you to rest your feet. So what I want him to do is put his feet flat on the ground, and that's going to line his spine up just how we need it. Go ahead and set it up, Pat. We've selected weight, and go ahead and bring it forward. Just like that. This is a starting position. Always start with tension on that muscle, and let's go, Pat. Let's do our 8 to 12. Keep that head back, neck forward. I'm going to come around. Again, 8 to 12 reps is what we're looking for. I'm going to cue Pat somewhere in his upper chest. I don't want him to squeeze the pads together, kind of stop where my hand's at, and focus on squeezing my finger with your pectoral muscles, and that really puts the emphasis on that chest muscle, which is what you're working. Pat, how we doing? Good. Is that a good weight? What number are we on?
This is
10, 11. Notice it's slow, purposeful movements. 12. Okay, let's go ahead and rest. Again, 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. I'm going to keep hammering that home. General strength training purposes. We get about a minute rest in between sets, and then we'll go in again. Goal is to go 3. If you can start out at just 1, start at 1, move to 2, move to 3. And you'll see your strength will increase as time goes on. And then increase your weight. Increase sets first, then increase your weights. Pat, let's go again. Set number 2, using the pec fly. He gets set up. Go ahead and bring it forward. This isn't 1, that's the starting position. Okay, go ahead and start counting from there. Good, he's gonna focus on squeezing my finger here. Stop the pad somewhere in between. I'm gonna check his back, check his breath. If I'm spotting him here, helping him out, I'm just gonna squeeze these together for him. But the machines are safe. You don't have to worry about weight dropping. You can kind of let him go. Pat, how we doing?
Good.
Okay, you can see Pat struggling just a little bit. That's what we want. What number are we on? And one more. There's 12. Great. Now, again, Pat, weight was sufficient enough. He's at that momentary muscle fatigue. That's all you need to start building muscle. We ready to move on to the next exercise? Okay, we're going to the weighted dip machine. We'll see you there. For our next exercise in our chest workout with the selectorized machine, we're going to the weighted dip machine. Now, for the weighted dip machine, the idea or the concept behind the machine is to use the weights to offset your body weight. Pat here weighs about 190 pounds. He says, I think it's more like $150, but we'll keep that between us. So we're going to set it about half his body weight at 95 pounds. We just go and select the machine. Go ahead and let it off, Pat. Half his body weight. Now, if he needs to do more, he can set the weight less, and that means he'll be pulling up or dipping with more of his body weight. If he needs to do less of his body weight, he puts more weight on the stack. That's the concept behind the machine. All right, Pat, let's finish up with dips here. Go ahead and climb on the machine. He's going to put his knees on the pad. If you've seen some of these, some of them you stand on, you kneel on, whatever you do. All right, we're going to keep the elbows nice and tight, and he's going to lean forward slightly, head and neck in that neutral position, and go ahead, Pat, come down. Right about there. Notice 90 degrees on the elbows, all the weight right here. You feel that in your chest pad. You're getting a little bit of tricep action, a little bit of that anterior deltoid action. That's all. It's a compound exercise just like it is with our bench press. Delts, triceps, chest. Really getting a good chest workout here, Pat. Where are we at? 7. Again, we want about 8 to 12 here, which is good. Now, if you can do these without using an offset weight machine, that's fine. I want you to do that, but the concept here is just to kind of really get that chest workout. And if you're not familiar with this machine, great machine to use because a lot of compound exercises. The more muscle groups you use, the better exercise is. Pat, that's set number 1. We're going to go ahead and go to set number 2 here in just a second after about that minute rest period. How's it feel so far? All right, 3 exercises is all we're doing here for the chest. That's all you really need to do. If you're spending more than 20 minutes on a body part, more than 15 minutes on a body part, you're not working it hard enough. All right, Pat, let's go into this second set. We're going to continue our workout. You continue yours, and we'll see you when we come back after the break.
Delayed onset muscle soreness, also called muscle fever, is a more disabling pain and stiffness that peaks 24 to 72 hours after a workout.
Welcome back from the break. We're continuing our chest and back workout using Selectorized equipment. And this time we're going to move to the back phase of our workout. And the Air Force Honor Guard has provided me with yet another trainee, Senior Airman Matt Massoff. Matt's going to do his back workout with me here. All right, we just finished up with our dips right before we went to break and the weighted dip machine. Now we're going to go to the pull-up part of the machine. Now, the great thing about these machines, as I said with the dip, is the idea is to offset your body weight. A lot of people can't do pull-ups, so we're going to set the weight that's going to allow Matt to do about 8 to 12 pull-ups. And here's the good part about it. He's going to be able to do them correctly because he's not going to have to be herky-jerky in his movement and pulling himself up. Matt says he weighs about 205 pounds, I believe him. He's a monster here. So we're going to set it about half his body weight with 95 pounds. Good for you, Matt? All right, so let's go ahead and hop on the machine. He's going to go ahead and put his knees on there. He's going to go with the wide grip pull-up here. And go ahead, Matt, slowly, just like that. Notice his elbows come at about 90 degrees. I want him to stop there. Go ahead, come up. Go ahead, Matt. There, stop right there. There's 2. Come down. Right before the elbow extends. Go ahead. 3. We're going 8 to 12 here. General strength training. This pull-up is a great exercise because you get so much of the back here. You get your lats, you get your trap, you get your rhomboids. That head and neck stay neutral. Notice how he's not swinging up. He's not having to pull his legs to help gain momentum to pull himself up. He can do a nice, slow, controlled pull-up movement here. Pull-ups are a great back exercise, and I promise, if you've not used this machine in your routine, you really need to add this in. Incorporate this into any routine for chest and back, and you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck out of this machine. Matt, where are we at?
Just 12.
All right, go ahead and step off. We'll lower slowly. We don't want to slam the weights. Little rest. How did that feel, Matt?
Good.
Felt good? Were you able to get 12 fairly easy? All right, he did 12 fairly easy, so what I'm going to do for this next set to really increase the intensity is I'm going to decrease the weight down to about 65. That way, Matt is doing more work pulling up his actual body. Matt can probably do these on his own. And again, if you can do them on your own at home without any assistance from the weight machine, then do it. But I want 12 good pull-ups with good form. And if you can't do them with good form, then you need to use something to help get you to that form. Form goes away when we get tired and we have to cheat to get through the exercise. If you have to cheat, you need to do it correctly. So we want to make sure we get that. All right, Matt, let's get our 8 to 12 in here. 2 to 3 sets, general strength training purposes. Matt gets on. Now, this is a little harder here because there's not a whole lot of weight here pushing him up, so Matt really has to let this weight assist him with coming up. Slow it down just a little bit, Matt. We want nice, slow, controlled movement. Now, if you can see, when I had Matt slow it down, he starts to struggle a little more. You see a little bit more shaking going on, but don't forget to breathe, Matt. He's turning red on me here. And he's really working harder. A lot harder now, right, Matt? Yep. This is what we want. We want muscle failure. Where are we at? 10. Let's do one more. I'm spotting right here. 11. Good. Go ahead and come off, Matt. Step off the machine. We'll lower it. Now we have some platforms that we can step off here. There's our 2 sets. We're ready to move on to our lat pull down and our row machine to finish our back workup. All right, we're continuing our back workout now with our Selectorized machines. Matt is on the pull-down machine. It's a little different motion, similar motion to the pull-up machine that we just were on, except this time he's pulling the weight down versus pulling the weight up with his body. We've already set the weight. We've adjusted it. Matt, I want you to go ahead and grab the handles. I want you to turn the grip out. We got a couple different angles that we can do here. By going with the overhand grip, pulling down, we're going to get more of that posterior deltoid working here. More of the lats, a little less of the traps and the rhomboids. And again, we're going for that 8 to 12. You've heard me say that. I keep preaching it. General strength training, 8 to 12, 2 to 3 sets. That's all you need, just general strength. Whatever weight is sufficient enough to get you to that 8 to 12 reps. You should hit momentary muscle failure. You see Matt working really hard here. You got that head and neck in a nice neutral position. What number are we on, Matt? Slow it down just a little bit. There's 10. Nice, slow, purposeful movements. 11 and 12. Go ahead and set it down nice and gently. Don't let the plates touch. Now you notice when I slowed Matt down just a little bit there, we all have a tendency to kind of hurry up and get through the set. Slow it down, get that 7-second rep in there, and you actually work harder. You get more on the negative portion when you're letting it down, the muscle's working through that, and obviously you're getting more when you're contracting. The concentric and eccentric portion of the contraction, both are equally important, right, Matt? Yep. Matt, notice the pulling just a little bit more. Okay, Matt, for this grip, we're gonna work our whole back here. I want you to go with that close grip, pull down, go ahead and pull it down. Now again, he gets in the starting position. That doesn't count as 1 rep. Now he starts counting off. We start with tension on the muscle. That is the key to any workout, time under tension. He's got nice straight back, head and neck are neutral, like that axe. This is the head of the axe. This is the handle. Nice slow movements. How we feeling, Matt? Good. Where are we at? 5. There's 5. There you go. Good, Matt. Don't forget to breathe. Don't have to think about it, but just remember to breathe. Don't turn red. If you notice your partner turning red, you just have him breathe. Nice. Slow it down just a little bit, Matt. Now, this also is getting a little bit more of Matt's biceps because of the angle he's holding the handle. I'll pull the shirt up to accentuate that. The biceps and triceps are our sister muscles. Triceps when you're doing chest, biceps when you're doing back. How are we doing, Matt? 12. That's 12. Good enough? Yep. Hit momentary muscle failure. Now, if you can do 1 or 2 more, that's okay. But what I don't want you to do is get through that 12 rep and feel like you can do 5 more. If that's not, then you need to increase that weight a little bit, all right? And if you can't get to that 8, then decrease the weight a little bit. Momentary muscle failure. Let's go on to our row machine then, Matt. Next machine here. All right, a row. This is where you've seen cable row. This is just with the machine. Again, a little safer. The machine's going to help assist you through the hardest part of the exercise. It's what the pulleys and stuff are for. So you know, actually when you're doing a free weight and you get to that point where it's the hardest, on a machine, that's when the pulleys and stuff assist you and allow you to complete that. So if you're sort of wary against going against free weights, I don't recommend it, but if you just don't want to go in there feeling intimidated by going in the free weight area, start on the machine. Great workout. My suggestion is to incorporate a little bit of both in your routine. All right, Matt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the weight. About 125. Now, I want him to go with the outer grip again. Going to go ahead and set up right. Lengthen those legs out a little bit. Don't lock the knees. He's got a slight bend. Back is nice and tight. Shoulder blades back. All right, Matt, go ahead and let's begin the exercise. There's 1. Elbows up. 2. If I'm spotting this, what I want to look for and cueing, I keep those elbows up. Again, I'm getting that posterior deltoid, and if I need to help Matt kind of keep upright here, I'll just kind of put my knee here and spot him. How are we feeling, Matt? Good. Weight sufficient enough? Yep. There's 7. 8. Good. 9. All of this back. This is a great 10, 11, 12. Go ahead and set it down. All right. Again, compound exercises with the back. We've got a lot of different joint actions going on. He's using all the different muscles, a lot of muscles back there. However we manipulate the angle of the movement, we're going to incorporate different muscle groups, more muscle groups. So for our next set, we're actually going to go with a close grip row here. And as we finish up this set, you continue to do yours at home, and we'll see you when you come back after the break. All right, Matt, let's go ahead and pull it back. Straighten up those knees. Good. Nice straight back, head and neck neutral, and row it in right to the center. Keep those elbows tight. Make sure they're brushed. Keep going. We'll see you shortly.
Hello, I'm Commander Dave Keblish, orthopedic surgeon and team physician at the U.S. Naval Academy. We've all felt that good burn in our muscles after a workout. Maybe it extends into the next day, but it starts fading gradually. This is normal muscle soreness from increased lactic acid buildup and is not what the term delayed onset muscle soreness is referring to. Delayed onset muscle soreness, also called muscle fever, is a more disabling pain and stiffness that peaks 24 to 72 hours after a workout. It is associated with muscle fiber breakdown and the subsequent reinforcement as that muscle tries to rebuild. It is caused by intense resistance training that involves repetitive eccentric contractions, such as running downhill or lots of slow negatives during weight training. Dark tea-colored urine is not a feature of this condition. If your urine turns dark brown after a workout, go see your doctor immediately. But for routine, delayed onset muscle soreness, here are some tips to keep in mind. Number 1, be sure to condition yourself gradually, especially for activities that involve powerful eccentric or force negative contractions like squats, lunges, and plyometrics. Number 2, stretch constantly before, during, and after workouts. Tight muscles are the body's invitation to get moving again. Number 3, ice down after intense workouts. Later, you might consider massaging those muscle groups that hurt. Try deep rubs oriented in the direction of the muscle fibers. Number 4, stay well hydrated and get good nutrition. You might consider taking some additional antioxidants, especially vitamin C, which helps repair damaged connective tissue. Delayed onset muscle soreness gradually gets better over a few days, so don't stop working out altogether. You'd be wise to back off the intensity a bit, but keep lifting. You're obviously blasting those muscles. Modest workouts in the presence of this condition are not harmful. Together, let's train smart and stay strong.
Hope you enjoyed today's workout for our chest and back using the Selectorized machine and picked up some pointers on how to do it correctly and do it right. I guarantee you 2 to 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps of any exercise, and you're going to gain a lot of strength. And if you're intimidated by the weight room, don't be. I'd like to thank the Bolling Air Force Base Gym for letting us use the facility. Obviously, customers are working around us. You can hear them. I'd like to thank the Air Force Honor Guard for providing me with the trainees, Pat and Matt. They got a good workout. Hope you got one at home. We'll see you next time on Fit for Duty.